Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man, and yes, it's time to make some soap. So I'm doing something a little different today, and I know the setup looks a little different from what you normally see. So let me move you here gently. So, for this soap, I literally have 4 batches of oil, 4 batches of lye. Yes, I'm making 4 different soaps because I'm doing layers that are going into my mold, and I want the layers to set up in between. Okay, I'm sorry, my camera is moving too much. Sorry about the dizziness. So, what I'm doing, I actually have seen a few people do this. I watched Julie from Ophelia's Soapery do it, and I watched Brambleberry, Soap Queen from Brambleberry do another variation of it. Now, what they did was layers, especially Julie. I'm doing something based on hers, but the bottom was brown, and then it had an in the pot swirl with pink and white in the middle and brown on the top. That's basically what I'm doing, but I want the bottom to set up really well. Then I want to do the in the pot swirl with the pink and the white in the middle and let it set up really well so I can pour the brown on the top and have nice even lines. Now, Julie from Ophelia's Soapery just took a whisk and stirred her lye and her water by hand just to get a light trace. I just don't think I'm up to that. I really don't think so. To me, it's easier to literally do 4 different batches of soap. So, let's do the first one. They used Brambleberry's, one of Brambleberry's new fragrances, Raspberry Truffle, which discolors to a dark brown. I don't have that. And I have so much, I just have way too many fragrances right now. I don't need any more. So I'm using one of my favorites, Brambleberry's Electric Lemonade Cocktail. And it does discolor, especially used at the strong rate. So I'm putting it in brown soap, so it won't matter. So that's going to be the bottom as well as the top. For the middle and the pot swirl, I'm using up the last of my Nature's Garden, what is that called? Black Raspberry and Vanilla. I've used this before. This is sensational. Behaves well, doesn't discolor, sticks forever in your cold process soap. The Brambleberry Electric Lemonade behaves exceptionally well, lasts forever in your cold process soap. It's just that it discolors. So, let's go ahead right now and do my brown soap on the bottom. So let's get set up over here. And one thing about this too is I don't have to disperse my colors because I'm doing it. I can go ahead and put it into the actual oils. Stick blend it up. I have some colloidal oatmeal in this, and I even went ahead and put the fragrance in because it behaves so well. So here we go. This is the first level. Get everything mixed in well. Put my first batch of lye in. Mix it up really well. And because both of these fragrances behave so well, I'm really not too terribly afraid about stick blending. But I am going to do it and make sure it's really well mixed up, pour it and let it sit up. So I know everything is well incorporated, and look how thin it still is. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it so I have a nice thin batter, so I'll get a nice smooth top, which is just exactly what I want. Shake that out. Okay. Now, since my other oils and lye are not mixed up, I don't have to worry about them sitting up while this sets up. So I'm going to shut us down, let this sit up, and I'll bring us back in a minute or two. Okay, so we're back. The bottom brown has set up. It's nice and firm. I'm very nice and confident it's going to be fine. So now we're going to mix up our white and our pink. Get our lime water in each. Do an in the pot swirl and pour it on the brown. So I went ahead and put the blackberry fragrance in this because it behaves extremely well. I'm not worried about it, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up to get the titanium dioxide mixed in. Mix up the hot pink, and it does have some white in it to tone it down. Oh, it's going to end up, that's alright. Look at that, it's actually ended up purple. Look at that. It's alright, I kind of like it. Okay, so let's go ahead, mix our lye into this, and get the desired emulsion. And then I'll do the same with the white. My hand is well away from the power button, so I'm not going to accidentally blend my finger. Just want to clean most of that off. Mix this up. And I don't have enough room to mix this all together, so it's alright. I'm not going to worry much about it. I might save some for the top. Now I'll go ahead, that's nice and firm, so I'll get over here where you can see this and just slowly pour it into the corner. Actually, I think I'm going to pour it over this just to make sure it doesn't pierce. And then I will go ahead and pour the rest of this into there. Give it just a little bit of a stir. Pour the rest, and I might just save some for the top. Yeah, that's fine. That is setting up a little, so I'll make a nice top on it. So let me just shake and shimmy that out, get everything leveled down. Oh my, that looks nice. Let me show you this. Oh, that is so pretty. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to shut us down for just a few minutes and we'll come back and we'll put the brown on the top. See you in just a little bit. Okay, so I'm back and I'm convinced that this is set up nice and firm. Just pour that without piercing through if I'm careful, and look at that, isn't that gorgeous? So let's do our final layer. This is our brown with the scent oil already in, the electric lemonade, and looking for the head of the stick blender, it's already in it. It also has colloidal oatmeal, so let's just mix the oils up only. Cocoa powder, colloidal oatmeal, and the fragrance oil. And because the fragrance oil behaves beautifully, we'll just mix it up right in there with it and not worry about it. Even all that stick blending, look how fluid it still is. And I just somehow got some air bubbles into it, but I think they'll settle out. Yeah, they're coming out. Just amazing how well it behaves. If only the electric lemonade didn't discolor, it'd be perfect. So let me get another spatula to break the fall just to play it safe and get you over here where you can see. There we go, now you can see it. Carefully pour this very fluid liquid soap on top and let it cover it. Shake that out, make it nice and level. Okay, that is still, even with all the stick blending, too fluid to mess with right now. So once again, I'm going to shut us down and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back for the final phase. The top brown is set up pretty well now, so we're going to go ahead. I had a little bit of the white and the pink, dark pink. So I'm going to kind of just drizzle some on the top. I think that's all I'm going to do. I think I'm going to leave well enough alone. That looks nice, so I'm done touching it. So let's spray this very liberally with 91% alcohol so we don't get soda ash. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on this and let it sit for about 5 minutes. Come back off camera, cover it again, or spray it again, and put it in a nice warm spot for a nice hot gel phase. So once a quick peek, I'll see you tomorrow for the cutting, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man 18 hours later, and yeah, it's time to cut the soap. Nice solid bar. It went through a really hot gel, so I'm going to start even with just taking it right out of the mold. Just kind of dump it upside down. I'm really curious about this and also really excited. I can just see through the mold, but it looks nice though. So we'll just kind of gently pull the sides loose. Get it upside down and break that airlock. There it goes. Yep, there it goes right on out. Oh yeah. Now actually, being exposed to the air will make this chocolate brown get even darker. But yep, looks nice. Nice and slick. We had a good gel. So let's run it through the log splitter. You can see it. It's just a little bit soft, which is kind of surprising. So we'll just push that right on through. Oh yeah, look at the inside. And you can see at the top that dark ring, at the bottom that dark ring. That's a little more what this chocolate is going to do after being exposed to the air. It always does when you color with cocoa powder. So let's bring this over here and cut these. Oh, the inside is just beautiful. You see that swirl on the inside? Beautiful, and it smells so good. I thought these two fragrances would complement each other, and they really do. Now once again, that chocolate is going to be a lot darker. Actually, probably by the time I'm finished cutting this, it darkens almost in front of your eyes. As a matter of fact, before I upload the video, I will probably go ahead and show you a picture of the bars after they've set for about 10 minutes. Yep, they're darkening already. I can almost see it happening. That is beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the other one off camera since these bars are all going to look the same. But all that inside swirl is way better than I expected. So here's my solid bar all cut off camera. But I'm not sure if you can tell or not how much those have darkened already. Here, I think this is the first one I cut versus the last one I cut. So I'm just really, really happy with this. And oh, they smell good. Those those scents really complement each other. So anyway, I'll cut the other one off camera. I'll get some pictures after they sit for a few minutes. And I'll see you next week for another batch. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Bye.